All right, you guys are amped for this. You're pumped for this. Half-Life. How do we pronounce that? Is it Alyx or Alyx?
I believe
Anybody
it's
know?
Alyx.
Half-Life. VR. Oh, there's that. There's that. They came right on time, the alarm.
Kirk was right.
Half-Life. Half-Life.
You didn't play this, did you?
No, I haven't played it. Okay, but I watched a trailer.
Yes.
10 million views in 24 hours. So it's like over 12 million views now. Tremendous number of views on this thing. And a lot of people are saying, well, there's this article. It seemed like a good article I read here. roadtovr.com. And they're saying this is a really important title, not just because it's a new Half-Life game, but because it's launching specifically on VR. And therefore, it can be this kind of flagship for VR. It can push VR through. Because, you know, the adoption in the mainstream, it just wasn't really there, was it, for VR?
No.
It's always been just around the corner. It's always been just this few steps away. And you had cool games. You had the Beat Saber.
Yeah.
I've done it. I'm slicing. I'm dicing. The music. Mm-hmm. But it just wasn't that. It wasn't that high-profile title to get people fired up, to get people to buy hardware as well.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
You need, it's the two, and you know what else is crazy? Is all it takes is one. If you think about the releases of different consoles over the years, they had to have that one title to push people to go out and buy the new hardware.
The Halos with the Xbox.
You had to have the original Halo.
God of War for PS, PlayStation.
They go hand in hand. You need the software with the hardware, and I presume it's difficult to program, because Kirk was mentioning earlier, a lot of the VR experiences are not full comprehensive games.
No.
So I would imagine that programming a game like this could be a really tough task and a risky one, because you're sitting there thinking to yourself, should we have just been making a regular version of this game? People are waiting around for Half-Life. We know we got buyers. Should we be risking it as a VR-only game? So here we are, years after VR tech has been sitting there and maturing, and now we might finally have that critical moment take place.
Yeah.
And the interest is evidence of that, with the 10 million views in a 24-hour period. When this article was written, it was up to 12.4 million views. And they're saying that on its own basically makes this the biggest thing in VR history. That's the indication here. Mm-hmm. Now, I wasn't a Half-Life player myself. You were? Or Kirk was?
I was.
You were.
It. Yeah.
So you can speak a little bit to the fandom around Half-Life. That's another key piece. It's not some new title. You got a bunch of people that are already inside the game hype.
Oh yeah. The with Half-Life, the first Half-Life, not just the game itself, but they built an engine that created like many other games like Counter-Strike, Team Fortress, multiplayer games. And then the second Half-Life was even better than the first, like story-wise and mechanics and the engine. And then they had like these spin-offs with like episode 1 and 2, but they didn't finish it with 3. And they also didn't have Half-Life 3. Obviously, it's not out. So it's been, a lot of fans are just waiting. They're waiting for the next Half-Life. And this, this is a big one, since it's a dedicated.
This could
full
satiate
game.
their appetite.
Yeah, absolutely.
The group that's sitting there waiting. Here's a quote from the article. Of course, the problem here is that we are still battling years' worth of antiquated public understanding of where the tech currently sits. You still hear the same old tired arguments about why VR isn't ready, yet the industry has solved a substantial bloat of issues, both in terms of hardware friction and how we interface and interact with VR itself. Now, the other piece of this conversation is around Valve, right? Because they're going to be putting out their own hardware.
Yeah, the Valve Index, which is a VR headset.
So now they're jumping into the hardware mix with a VR headset, VR control as well. And you've got Oculus in the space. Of course, HTC is there. So there's investment taking place. You have the software, you have the high-profile title, you have the new hardware. Is this the moment, Will? Is VR finally about to break into the mainstream?
I think it could hit critical mass. You know,
Will he do?
This might be the game to
This
do
is
it.
it.
Yeah.
Wow. So we're
I'm
going to
very
have a
stoked.
bunch of people fully absorbed. Like
Oh, yeah.
You don't leave.
On the couch.
It's just eating. You're just stopping to eat. Because I'm telling you, I watched the trailer. Woo-hoo! Woo! You're having a time in this game. If you're trying to escape reality for a minute, oh baby. You imagine this trailer in VR? It's incredible. Look at this. The graphics, the whole package deal. When this guy throws the thing, imagine in VR with the headset and the surround emulation, and you're looking around. One question I have, are you sitting down? Are you standing up? I have questions. I'm curious.
Yeah, they didn't really show anything. Usually you have like a space, like a couple feet here and there, and then you can move within that virtual space, but they didn't show anything here. So I think maybe Kirk said you can move with joysticks.
Right.
Just navigate the world.
Well, either way, this is coming out. It's not coming out for a bit, so I'm sure we're going to see more indications leading up to the eventual release of, well, we're going to probably see more gameplay potentially.
Yeah.
But if this is that moment, which it could be,
You have to give it a shot.
I'm going to give it a shot.
know?
It might be that moment. I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah.
So reach out. I got to get in this headset. I'll do it live on here. Give me the stuff.
right.
Give me the stuff. I'll get in. I'm doing things.
All right.
No, it does seem like a really cool experience. It looks exciting for sure. And you guys, here's the thing. Allow me to say one more thing. You guys were telling me, because I didn't play Half-Life, it is traditional in the sense that it's a storyline with a beginning and an end, and I'm not online for the next 3 years upgrading, and I just play the story, which is what I grew up doing.
Yeah.
That is exciting to me. I set aside the time and I have the experience. That's a lot more likely for me than getting embedded in the whole daily, yearly routine of gaming in 2019, where so many popular titles
Daily updates.
are just, you're expected to participate over such a long period of time. I played all those Uncharted games, for example. I love that stuff.
Yeah. It's a simple premise. You're like watching a movie.
I love that
You
stuff.
Yeah.
I love that stuff. But when you get into the multiplayer and there's no beginning and end, when do you put it down? All of a sudden you're
Exactly.
addicted.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're not eating lunch anymore.
No.
All of a sudden your family left.
Yeah. You're sitting in the dark with nachos.
I don't know, man. It can happen. It's easy.